would have thought a couple years later, a 5th round pick from Iowa would break the tight end record for receiving yards, be a 2-time Pro Bowler, and be the best all-around tight end in the league. And I'm pretty sure nobody would have guessed it either that he would want top receiver money in the year 2020. Unfortunately, there's a problem with that because the 49ers have only $15 million in cap, with a number of big-name players with expiring contracts, and it will be very hard to keep the majority of them if Kittle asks for so much money. Here are the estimated contracts and how much it would cost yearly to keep each of them around, if they live up to expectation. Keep in mind these are only the big-name free agents the 49ers have next season, and to keep Kittle around we would have to give up so much, considering his rumored prices yearly is $18 million, which is more than the 3rd highest paid receiver, and significantly higher than the highest paid tight end in the league. Every 49er fan knows that something doesn't feel right. The front office has been oddly quiet about the situation, and we all know that a cut or a trade is inevitable. But here's why I believe George Kittle will be a 49er for a very long time. In this game on Halloween against the Cardinals, George Kittle played through an injury and showed us how dedicated he is to this franchise. Some players would just quit playing, but he understood how important he was in this divisional game where everything wasn't going our way, and we needed him. There are not a lot of football players that will put their bodies on the line to be on the field. It's a mindset that players used to have, but now not so much. It's a mindset that Kittle used in this game that sets him apart from the rest. On this play, Kittle gets on top of the corner as if he's blocking because of the play action, and he uses his strength to nudge the corner inside as he sets his feet to explode off the break. This play also shows that the tight ends play a huge role in selling the play action, which is what a majority of the time Shanahan calls to set the defense up. On this play, Kittle does a great job getting Buddha to fully commit by going outside so that Buddha can flip his hips and so he can separate off of his break. Another thing I noticed is that he uses his hands too, which is important in gaining separation on any route. Also keep in mind he's doing all of this on an injured leg as he did for most of the season. We only witnessed 75% of Kittle's ability for half of the season. That includes when he dragged 3 Saints defenders on his back and was blocking 250 plus pound defensive ends like he was an offensive tackle. That's why I assume that Kittle's agent thinks it's unnecessary to put him in the category with all tight ends. He means so much more to the 49ers that Kittle's agent knows it. He made our run game better, he made our pass game better, and he makes our offense a competitive threat in the NFC. Is Kittle worth $18 million? Yes. Should we pay him $18 million? No. There are too many players that are a priority on this team. My hope is eventually they come to an agreement of at least 15 per season. If not, I think we should trade him for 2 firsts and replenish our offense. Either way, this situation is going to get interesting. Comment down below what you would trade Kittle for if you had to, or who would you cut to keep Kittle. All I know is a generational talent like Kittle is hard to replace, and if we do, we better have a plan, or our window will close and our hopes of another dynasty will disappear.